All INFJs know that they wield power. They are kind, they love to help others, and that's a power in itself. But they also have the ability to hurt people on a level that is beyond belief. We don't like doing it, but we know the power that we wield. And those who've experienced it will never, ever forget it. And that makes us extremely dangerous. In this video, we're going to discuss 6 reasons why INFJs are the most dangerous of all personality types. Number 6, INFJs dismantle their opponent. Now, typically, the INFJ will gather information about a person to help them in the future. It's in our nature to care about people and to gather this information about them. And we do it subconsciously. Other personality types are typically not able to see others' strengths and weaknesses like the INFJ. And on top of that, they aren't that interested in helping others anyway. The INFJ has both of these abilities. They have the ability to see that other person's strengths and weaknesses, and they also have the nature to care about that other person's strengths and weaknesses. Now, this is great because if the relationship stays good, the INFJ is going to do everything they can to help that person. They will work hard to help that other person build up their weaknesses and use their strengths to their maximum ability. Where this goes wrong is if somebody crosses or betrays the INFJ. And sadly, people often do this to us because we're unassuming and we're pretty kind people. This makes some people think they can lash out at us and take out their bitterness on us. It makes them think that they can boss us around. Well, if this happens enough times or badly enough, the INFJ can turn the tables on that person and use their weaknesses against them. We can tell them that we see their weaknesses and that we don't think they have the heart to change them. And that leads me to number 5. Number 5, INFJs will tell you how you'll fail. Here's where it gets really scary. And I mean scary like the Sixth Sense kind of scary. The Green Mile scary. Downright creepy. Because the INFJ knows you so well and has paid so much caring attention to your specific strengths and weaknesses, they can see the way you'll fail in the future. Now, normally they want to help you avoid that dismal future by offering constructive advice and help. But if you cross us badly enough, we may tell you the horrors that await you down the road, exactly how you will fail and where you will end up. Now, this is horrifying to the other person because they know what you're saying is true, and they thought nobody noticed their weaknesses. They know your prediction is based in logic, and sometimes they may even be finding out their weak points, their future failure points, for the first time. It's scary enough to figure out your own issues, but when someone seems to know you better than you know you, it's like a horror movie. When the INFJ says these kind of things, the other person actually thinks that that's the way they're going to fail also. And it freaks them out that you can see it. It puts them in a situation kind of like the movie Final Destination, where they know what you're saying is true and it's coming for them. Is that 3 movie references in one video? They have no idea how you can see their weaknesses so clearly. This is where the INFJ gets the reputation of being a psychic
or some kind of otherworldly being.
If this video is helping you, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the INFJ Circle. Number 4, the INFJ Rage. This one can be combined with number 6. If made angry enough, the INFJ will snap and combine a loud and dominant voice with their cutting remarks. This is made doubly bad because not only has the intensity and energy instantly risen dramatically, but the INFJ, like we said earlier, is saying things that are super true and accurate. Often they'll even use statistics or other facts that they've observed to back up what they are saying. And trust me, you've not seen rage until you've seen INFJ rage. It's a sight to behold. Number 3, INFJs are chameleons. So if someone mistreats the INFJ in a specific way, the INFJ may duplicate the mistreatment exactly and give it right back to the person. When I used to play basketball, sometimes I would end up getting fouled every time I went to the basket because I was so small. So at times I would just foul the other person back exactly like they did to me, and that would bring the game to a complete standstill. And this was to show them that if everyone were to play the game like they were playing it, it would destroy the entire game along with any fun that we might be having. It was to show them that what they were doing was unjust and it was against the rules. While I don't recommend revenge, it is something that INFJs are capable of, so others should be aware of it. Number 2, ghosting. Often we think of others ghosting the INFJ, but the truth is INFJs are pros at ghosting other people as well. If things get bad enough in a relationship, a job, or a friendship, the INFJ will get out of Dodge. In addition, if someone's constantly bragging and has no interest in us as people, in other words, if a relationship is not benefiting both parties, then we're going to leave. We simply must have fairness and justice in our lives. If this is missing, we slowly fade away and our energy and our hope leaves us. Number 1, the door slam. Now, ghosting is one thing, but I put this one on a whole other level. This is where the INFJ isn't just avoiding you. They no longer care about you at all. You have been struck from their book. You're no longer a concern. You're no longer a priority for the INFJ after they've door slammed you. And I've said it time and time again, there needs to be a time when you door slam people. There needs to be a time when people have had their chance and they need to be cut out of your life. This is not cruel. It's self-preservation. If an INFJ has been mistreated badly enough to want to door slam someone, there's no doubt that they should have left a long time ago. So the next best thing is to leave now. Personally, I'm very thankful that this self-preserving power is within us INFJs. We should realize that it's within us and we should be willing to use all of the abilities and all of the skills that we possess. And this is one of the most powerful tools we have, even if others do sometimes consider it a dark side. Now, we don't have to always tell people things with cutting remarks, but we do need to be able to leave people in the dust when necessary. INFJs have no problem with patience. They are very patient people and they will give people every chance. But there is a time to use our gifts and our abilities to escape harmful situations. There's a time to deliver justice, and there's a time to stand up for the weak and the downtrodden. There's also a time to stand up for yourself and not allow people to bully you. It saves our mental health and it keeps people from taking advantage of us and others. The only tip that I would give on this subject is that I believe we can save ourselves a lot of pain and stress if we cut relationships with malicious people off sooner. The way to do this is to be very honest with them right from the get-go. So if they're peer pressuring you to do something you don't like, then tell them right from the beginning that you'd rather not do that thing. For example, going out to social occasions or some other activity that drains you. Some people are pros at making you feel like you need to go in order to stay friends with them. But that is bullying behavior. They should respect your thoughts, your opinions, your likes, and your dislikes as much as you do theirs. That's only fair. As an INFJ, you have nothing to be ashamed of, so be sure and let people know your true personality. And also let them know if they cross your boundaries. Share your opinions, your likes, and your dislikes right up front. Sure, maybe not as many people will like you, but the ones who do will like the real, awesome INFJ you. And those are the only kinds of relationships that are worth anything. If you want to know just why your INFJ personality is awesome and why you should be proud to be an INFJ, watch this video next.